Good morning, Central Lee Elementary. It is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. We only had half a day of school, or we got out of school early, a little over a half a day of school yesterday. We're back today with a late start. So things are a little wonky, but you know what? We are able to adjust and work through that just fine, but it's still Scoreboard Tuesday. So this is our data from the week before Thanksgiving break and those 2 days in Thanksgiving break that they will come do our scoreboard review. So we had all of the wonderful scorecards turned in. They have been tallied. We had kindergarten, 96% of students met their lead measures in reading, 97 in math, and 100% in leadership. Oh yeah. In first grade, 97% of students met their lead measures in reading, 99% in math, and 93% in leadership. Way to go. We have second graders, 95%, 95%, and 95%. They were just on a really consistent basis last week, boys and girls. And it wasn't even the same classes with the same numbers, but it just worked out to 95% all the way across, met their lead measures. Way to go. We have 92% in reading, 91% in math, and 87% in leadership for third grade and fourth grade, all the way down there at the bottom. I apologize if you can't see that very well. Let's do it. There we go. We have 99% in reading, 97% in math, and 86% in leadership. So boys and girls, that means that we glowed up in green. Oh yeah, all the way down, all the way down. You've got it all the way here, boys and girls, that you have done what you needed to do when it came to lead measures, and we are glowing green with making our goals. Way to go. I know it can be hard around the holidays, which I have to confess, I forgot my sheet to show you my leadership goal, where I was exercising 4 times a week. And I didn't make it last week. I was short by 1. I used some time to relax during the Thanksgiving break, and I kind of got maybe a little lazy one day. I was doing some other work at my house another day, and I didn't do that intentional exercise. So I've got to get back on track for myself so that I can glow green for my own lead measures on exercising. I also want to show you, boys and girls, that I'll be adding our behavior data to the wall from last week. Now, last week was only a day and a half when it comes to how we track this data. So boys and girls, it should have been pretty easy for us to make our goal, right? And you know what? We did a really, really nice job. We had 520 of you out of 531. 98% of you did not come for an office referral. And we only had 1 of you come more than once. So boys and girls, for a day and a half, kind of expected. We did a nice job with our behavior data. The reason I'm keeping this in front of you, and I'll put that on the wall here in a minute, the reason I'm keeping that in front of you is because it's nice to track, just like we've learned with our scoreboard, it's nice to track data and for it to be able to inform us on things that are going well or things we need to be working on. Sometimes we might have a feeling that something isn't going well or is going really well, and then if we look at the exact data, maybe that's not exactly accurate. So that's why I keep that in front of me, Mr. Wells, and all of you, is because we're all in this together, right? We're high five hawks who say to ourselves, I will give it my all, make good choices, follow directions, and be kind. And when we do that, we earn high fives. And boys and girls, 520 of you had a 531, 98% of you last week, even on a holiday week, made the choices to be high five hawks throughout the day. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So boys and girls, we're back. We have a little bit of a silly schedule. You are going to get to go outside and play today if you brought the snow gear, because so many of you bring it, and our playground is a little icy and dicey, probably not the most safe. But instead of just having inside recess, we're going to try something different. So I need your help with listening and following directions. There's an area outside the office that's full of snow and the grassy areas that sometimes you go for PE. There's the area out the back that sometimes you go for PE as well. And we're going to utilize those spaces for recesses today, at least our lunch recesses. Get you outside. Some of you maybe didn't get to play outside in the snow over the weekend. This would be an opportunity to do that if you brought gear. Nurse Shanna, outside of the office area, there are gloves, and there's even a couple pairs of boots and coats. There's things that we can try to help you out. Teachers will be working on whether there's some kids that need to stay inside, or there's an area, sidewalk area, outside, especially outside the offices, that kids could walk up and down the sidewalk. I know it'll be different. I know the snow is not really packable, but I would love to see that whole thing be built with snowmen or snow creatures, whatever we can create to get you outside. Use the winter fun that's here and make some memories, because we haven't really done that in the past. And I feel like we have the opportunity, so we're going to try it. And then if you're wet and cold, your teachers can decide at the afternoon if you want to stay inside. But I wanted to have the opportunity for you to get outside and get that fresh winter air, if you could today. So I need you to make sure that you listen to directions, you stay within the boundaries of that area, and try something new today. And then with the minutes you have today, remember we lost to 2 hours because it's 2 hour delay. Do your best to make the most out of today. Give it your all to do any of the activities. Maybe you're a little bit behind from yesterday getting out early, and now we have a little less time. Keep plugging away and listening to those teachers and going with their adjusting, because that's a big thing that they have to do when we have these changed schedules. So please be respectful, work with them, and have a fantastic Tuesday. I'm so proud of all of you. Let's stand together for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Come look at my preschool flag. Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a terrific Tuesday, boys and girls.